No, we don't need music today.
What up? It's your boy Sinfanta and
it's Gnarly Marv, the boss of the Brave Hearts.
No, I'm sorry to start. I'm so sorry, guys, to start on a somber note, but we got some not so good news to start on before we get going. It'll be good news, I promise, but right now we have some somber news to start on. Unfortunately, for those that don't know, a rapper and I would say an acquaintance of mine that I got to meet, DMX Earl Simmons, passed away at age 50.
Shout out to DMX, bro. What a freaking legend. What a life, man. What a career and what a personality that guy had on him, huh? Forget about it. Man. Forget about
age
it.
50, man. Unfortunately, he passed to a drug overdose. Guys don't do drugs. And it caused him to have a heart attack. Some accolades. The man had some of the songs that we all know and love from the 90s and the 2000s. And he came into the scene with movies that were pretty dope, such as Belly, Romeo Must Die, Exit Wounds, Cradle to the Grave, and Last Hour. He also has a slew of songs that did great. And then not so great after the fact situations that I'm not gonna get into. Everybody has their personal demons. But that being said, unfortunately, those demons got the best of him, and I wish he was here now. So for me, to everybody out there that's hurting, my condolences, and just know that you always got somebody out there to reach out to. Marv, anything you want to add to this?
I just want to say how much I love the human being that is DMX. I think if you were to say, let's pull out a character out of a comic book or a cartoon or even an action movie and put him in the real life in human form, like have him walking around interacting with normal human beings, I think DMX would be that creation. He's just such an animated, like a personality, and like it doesn't seem like we weren't worthy of walking the same earth with this man. For people that are younger that probably watch this podcast, you can't even imagine what it was like when DMX first came out, bro. Stop, don't drop, shut it now. When that song dropped, bro, forget about it, man. Everybody in school was singing that, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if the teachers were singing that song, bro. Bro, when I first heard DMX, I was like, what is that, a group? Because I never heard of like a one rapper having like an abbreviated name like that. You ever heard of that before? Like, I never heard of like, hey, my name is XYZ. I'm a rapper. Like, I've heard of like, B2KA and all these other guys, but DMX was that large of a personality. There has been,
but not like that.
Bro, he is that enormous of a personality, bro. And I remember I was watching the making of Def Jam Vendetta. They had these videos that I downloaded on Kaza back in the day, or LimeWire, one of those things. I was such a nerd, excuse me, that when the game was coming out, I didn't know all the gaming websites besides IGN. I knew Kaza, and I could download videos from Kaza or on LimeWire, one of them. So I looked up Def Jam Vendetta, and they had like little trailers that you can download. I downloaded the one with DMX talking, and he was showing the game developers how he wanted his finisher to be in the game, his super move. Def Jam Vendetta being a wrestling game with rappers, and it is a very unique. I was playing it the other day on stream. I want to play more, but he was showing them exactly what he was like. He was moving his hands and talking to them, and when you play the game, you definitely see like that super move being demonstrated. And he laid that whole thing out. He like runs up their chest. Damn, I wish I had action figures to show you. He runs up your chest, then does like a side. He spins sideways in the air and puts his feet. He lands his feet on your shoulders, and then he does a front flip, dragging your whole body in the air with you, and then you landing on your back, and then he just snaps your neck. Like, bro, that was the most epic finisher. Bro, I can go on and on about DMX. Yo, they don't know. Or when Party Up came out, bro. Oh
I would say in conclusion, I had the honor of just speaking to for a couple of seconds. And, I also had the honor of him talking to somebody else next to me for a couple of seconds. For me, it was just, hey, DMX, I'm a huge fan. Can you please sign my shirt? He came over and said, yeah, no little problem. He just freaking signed it off. And the next guy asked him about, oh, are you going to make a new album? He's like, well, the process don't even work like that. It's just if I get in the studio, you know what I'm saying, and I feel a little antsy, something comes to my head, somebody put a little beat, and then we just get it and boom, gets done. You know what I'm saying? I could probably knock like three songs in one day.
Yeah, you do a good impression.
One time I made an album in one day.
Yeah, you do a good impression, bro. That was a good impression, bro. Bro, we went to a concert. Shout out to Davidless, another Twitch streamer, one of my buddies that I grew up with. We went to our first and only rap concert, and it had a whole bunch of rappers. It was Rock the Bells 2012. This is almost 9 years ago, I think. And it was 2 days. DMX headlined the first day, and Nas was the second day. At the time in 2012, DMX was washed up. He had his issues that he was going through and his demons and all that stuff. So I wasn't expecting much when he performed. Bro, he came out there, bro. It was like they lit the stage on fire, bro. When his songs played, everyone knew every word of every song, bro. And he was there. He was crying. He was rapping. He was angry. He was happy. DMX is probably the only rapper that you can do karaoke to. Like, you can go to a karaoke bar and do his songs because they have so much emotion in them. In the middle of the concert, he stopped and he was like, yo, I swear to God, bro. Being in a concert, performing in a concert is better than having sex. And the whole crowd was like, no. Even me. And I didn't even think about it. But yeah, bro, that feeling of being on that stage for him, I could see, yeah, you can have sex anytime, bro. I mean, not turn this into a rated R stream. Being on a stage, performing for millions and everyone repeating everything you wrote down. I don't know. Oh my God, I can't imagine how awesome that feels, bro. And just to be in it, bro, his whole body like moving like that, bro. Ripped on a shirt and yo, it's amazing. The guy was, like I said, larger than life. We were never worthy of walking the earth with him. We are lucky to have even breathed the same air as that guy, bro.
Nah, just to dial it back a little bit, I hope that the circumstances are as is. The demons got the better of him, and that makes me feel sad. All of us have our own things chasing us behind us, and we just have to keep running past them until we can no more. And I guess his time was early.
What's your favorite? I will say he got. I'm sorry to interrupt, but what's your favorite song from him? Slipping would be my favorite song. Slipping. Yo, bro.
Hey, yo, I'm slipping. Wait, I can't sing it.
No, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. Got to get up. I like Damien when he's talking to like an evil demon on his shoulder. Oh, yeah,
Damien. All three parts of Damien.
Oh, my God, bro. Or that song, I don't know the name of it, but it goes, don't be greedy, feed to the needy. Yo, he had so many hits, bro.
Yeah.
So, what y'all ninjas want from a ninja? Somebody let me know. Yo, he was screaming.
He always said that he tried to make songs that he felt like were coming from him, And
from the heart, from the heart.
One last thing that I will say before we move on. One of the last interviews, if not the last interview he made, was why is it that he isn't recreating like new songs over and over and over and over. And the fact is that he said that to him, he's always in a constant battle between his emotions and the emotions that get put down to paper. And so I like how people, I like how he put it into context that not everybody wants to hear happy songs all the time. And I feel like that's what everybody tries to give us nowadays. Everybody just wants happy-go-lucky songs, with this medium, where it might be like, oh, a little sad, but you get back off. No, sometimes some of us, particularly me, I want to hear a song that makes me angry so I can let that go. And that was a very good point.
That's where DMX came in, right? DMX was for the, I guess, alternative crowd, man. He was for everybody. Everybody loved him. Everybody. You felt it from the heart when he was rapping, bro. There's not a lot of rappers that you feel it like that, bro.
Nope.
There's not a lot, bro. Tell me, you didn't. I am DMX. Oh, I love it. I love it all. Acting, everything, bro. Belly,
Yo,
everything.
shout out to DMX,
Yeah,
man.
round of applause for the legend, bro. We were not worthy. We were not worthy. We were not worthy.
Yo,
Man,
give me that timestamp real quick so I can remember.
Oh yes. It is 10 minutes in. We're 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
We're 10 minutes in.
10 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a notebook because that'll be easier.
Yeah. But because you reminded me, I actually wrote it. So, but you can grab one too, and then we can compare, and we could draw naked pictures on it and everything too.
Yeah, I'll do a flip phone.
Yo, your camera's cool. It like changes colors when you like move around. That's awesome. You got like that You're like Chameleon from Mortal Kombat trilogy. Anyway, while Sin's doing that, actually we have we didn't go into our quickies. We didn't go into our what we've been playing this week. I actually finally, after like months of trying, have defeated God Rugal, bro.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I actually took the water bottle and I just chugged it over my head, and I was so happy. I ruined my carpet. There's definitely carpet underneath me if you guys can't see it, and I ruined it, bro. I totally ruined it. Just it's like
just fucking kicks you into the air.
Yeah, man. Yo, he's awesome. That's a great boss. That was a great challenge, and I'm happy. I was really happy playing that game. That's a game that makes me happy to play. There's not too many like that. That takes me back like that. So that was fun, man. That was fun. What what you been playing this week, bro? A little bit of Monster Hunter?
Yeah, Monster Hunter has been where I've been at. I've been doing some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Bravery Default. Monster Hunter has literally eaten up all my time, especially because they made it so that you have to progress relatively quickly. Every time you go up in a rank, they go, "Oh, you remember that armor that was useful about one rank ago? Yeah, good luck with that." And then all of a sudden, you go to a new match in a new rank, and you're like, "I should be strong enough. I powered up enough." And you're just like, "All right, I'm gonna run out there and do this. I got this. I'm only 10% lower, right?" You're just like, "I got this." Oh.
Hey.
All right. So that yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I've been doing.
I can dig it. So it's not that I don't want to play Monster Hunter. I really have just been too busy to even have purchased it, and forget about it. I played Capcom vs. SNK just because I got it already and it's already there, and I already was on that mission before Monster Hunter came out. But I'm gonna get to Monster Hunter. We're gonna get there soon. We're gonna play together, bro. Pause. We're gonna
hopefully.
Yeah, we'll get there, man.
So for those that don't know, guys, keep it on their calendars. Pokemon Snap is coming out on the 30th. Do not forget. So. Oh, Jesus.
The Yamang. Okay, guys, so let's pretend we know what he's saying. Hey, why you bothering me when I'm doing my podcast, man? That's it. I'm going to go over there. What's our flipping chair? So the chair is spinning. So, yeah, man. So let me read these great deals that Sin had in this list. There's a big sale on the Switch right now, apparently. Among Us is 20% off for the next 13 hours. Elder Scrolls is 50% off for the next 5 days. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy is 50% off for one more day. Spyro is 50% off for one more day. The Spyro trilogy, the remakes, the trilogy of trilogies. These games they go on sale at the same time because they're like brothers. Diablo Eternal Collection is 50% off for only one more day. And yeah, shout out to anybody who's into those games. Yo, go get them. What are you doing? Go get it, Rocky 3.
Sleeping on it. You're sleeping in it like Rocky 3. What's wrong with you?
What's the matter with you, huh?
On that note, and this is something that I see happening between Rotten Tomatoes and the public viewers. What did you think of Rocky 2006?
I saw it once, but I don't remember it.
It was actually pretty decent, and then they messed up after that.
Wow, you know what? We're really actually having a conversation about a real Rocky movie, bro. It only took 18 episodes, yo. We did it. We did it. We freaking did it. We did it, yo. You know what? If Sylvester Stallone listens to this podcast, he's gonna be like, "Hey, oh yeah, hey, oh yeah, hey, Rock, yeah, hey, Adrian." But anyway, barrel rolling forward, Pac-Man '99 apparently came out. It's out there. It's in the ether. It seems to have been dropped strategically, almost strategically, after Mario 35th anniversary games disappeared, meaning Mario Sunshine 64, the one in space. I forgot what I'm dumb, bro. The one in space and what is it called? And Mario
Super
35.
Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. Mario in space, you know. Yeah, Mario in space. But I have not looked at trailers of this game. I have not actually even looked at gameplay. I have a video here that I'm going to put on the bottom of our screen because I said I want to start showing videos on our podcast, but I don't know where to put it on the screen. But whatever, it's down there. If you have a magnifying glass, you can see the gameplay of it. And while this does look cool, do you know if this is another time situation or this is a forever game?
Well, Pac-Man 99?
Yeah.
I think it's gotta be a limited edition. I think what they're doing is they're just pulling out your heartstrings and going, "Hey, come get the Nintendo Switch membership. We got these limited editions." It's like,
but it isn't really the same as if it was like Mario, where it's like once you download it, even if you download it, I mean, it's gone forever after a certain point, right? Is this game gonna disappear from your console after a couple months?
For what it seems like, if it's anything that has to do with battle royales of sort, it seems like that's the way they're gonna be heading.
But Tetris 99 is still there. Tetris 99 came out around launch, and I don't remember if it's launch, but somewhere around there came out, and it's still around. So Mario, if this is the case where it's a limited like time to get it and play it, then Mario's the one starting that trend, or Nintendo's the one.
Which wouldn't be a good trend to want to start.
I don't know, but this is definitely not a replacement for Mario 35. Even though I never played the game, I can relate with people. I would be pissed if a game that I got disappeared after like 90 days or something like that. So I can relate with people that are upset that Mario 35 is completely gone and that you can't buy Mario Anniversary 3D Collection anymore, 3D All Stars anymore. So Nintendo, don't start this habit, bro. Like, this is bad PR that results in long-term damages to your community. Like, people that trust you as a gaming company. You lose the trust of your fans. It's like it leads down a bad road. You go down Microsoft road or whatever, you know. So stop it. Get some help, bro. Get some help.
Get some help.
I feel like at the end of the day, Nintendo's just testing the waters with 35 and Tetris 99 and going, which one is doing better? Was it 35? All right, let's do the 35 thing, limited thing.
Maybe. I don't know. Either way, I hope this doesn't lead to like every 3 months there's like a game that you can only play for 3 months. That's gonna suck. Even though these are bite-sized games, they're like, you know, you digest them quick and you kind of move on. It's just that with gaming, there's such a bad, you know, way. There's no like decent way of preserving gaming history. When consoles come out, new consoles, you usually can't play the old games. When you have DLC, the marketplace on the new console changes. Everything you download or everything you paid for does not move on to the new console. You lose it. Now, forget about it. The same console you just brought that you just downloaded a game on will just disappear after 90 days. Like, gaming historians, gaming collectors, people who preserve gaming, this sucks for them. This is like, yo, like why even do this? I can't fill my room up with a whole bunch of boxes anymore. I don't mean that to I don't mean that to offend them either. I'm just saying it just sucks. I like gaming history too, and I feel like in 20 years there's not gonna be gaming anymore. Like, you can't go back and play Ocarina of Time no more.
You want to have that. You want to have that room full of boxes where you can walk your grandkids into and go. And this is my your papa's great treasury.
Not even to sound corny, but look at movies. Look at how it is with movies. Look at how it is with music. Music does not go out of date. I can go listen to the Beatles, music that came out almost 70 years ago, without any issue right now on anything I own, any of my devices. Even on my Nintendo Switch, I can load up YouTube and load up a Beatles song, right? Movies. Movies might be a little bit harder because, you know, there's so many different streaming services and so many different services that provide movies now that market is eating itself from within. But either way, you can still watch almost everything. There's a way to do it. With gaming, try to play something from Sega Saturn. Go do it right now. I'll put the timer on. Go do it. Go try. Go try to play something from the NES that's not on the Switch or the Wii U. You're gonna have to go to some website. It's gonna feel shady. It's gonna feel like you're buying drugs, bro. This is what it feels like if you want to play history, if you want to see the history of gaming, right? If you're a Zelda fan, not to keep on yapping, but if you're just a Zelda fan, your first Zelda game you played was Breath of the Wild. Oh wow, I like this. Let me go play some of the older ones and see if I like them too. You can't. Stop. Because where are you gonna get Ocarina of Time from? You're gonna buy a Nintendo 64. You're gonna buy a secondhand. You're gonna find the cartridge. Maybe if you live maybe in a densely populated place like me and Sin live, you could probably pull that off. Not everywhere you could do that. Sin,
well, I feel like the problem is that we have companies right now that are getting complacent with being able to release limited edition older games and just going, here's how much we're gonna charge you, and that's the way it's gonna be. For those of us that grew up with old school, we're just like, that's that's pretty annoying. But then the new gen is just like, I'll do it because I never played it. It's like, ugh. It's such a bad ethical stand, but business wise, it makes sense. I get it.
Wait, so you're saying that it's because of the way gamers digest games now that this is happening?
It's happening because there's the younger generation that didn't get to play the games that we got to play.
Yeah.
And then they just look at it and go, oh, those are the games that my pops got to play. Well, I'll just buy them and waste my money on them. And that's not how it should be. It should come out cheaper if they're not going to be putting in the time to invest on it.
Okay, I get what you're saying. This is the only place where I'll say Xbox is doing good because they actually will let you play OG Xbox games on your new Xbox, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. With Game Pass, you could download 360, One, Xbone, whatever those consoles are called. You could download any of those games, especially the good ones. Some of the rare ones, maybe not, but for the most part, everything is carried on that you have from like the original Xbox, and that's the one place Xbox is doing all right. I mean, Microsoft, whatever they're called, I give them that. But with Nintendo now doing this, Pac-Man 99 timed, Mario 35 timed, like you're just adding to the lost games pile. Like these are the things you're never gonna be able to play again. In 10 years, everyone's gonna forget about it. That's how it is with these type of things. That's just what it is.
Right.
So I mean, Nintendo, don't be the bad guy here. Don't do that. I mean, Sony just announced, and this is a whole side tangent. Last of Us Part 1 is getting remastered or remade for PS5. Like what? Are you stupid? You can play the freaking CD on the PS5. Last of Us Remastered came out for PS4. Just put the CD in you're gonna sell it again? And that's another reason why they make games disappear, so they can make you pay for it again in a couple years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like come on, what are you doing? Hey, don't get me started, all right? I don't even want to talk about it. I might break something in my room over here. What are we gonna do, Sin? What are you gonna do?
Grab a pen, just
yeah, blow it up, man. Blow it up though. But moving forward, hey, look at this. Sonic Colors Remastered leaked for the Switch. Hey, this is interesting because this is one of the few Sonic games that, number one, was exclusive to the Nintendo Wii. So this is very, very interesting. And number 2 is one of the few Sonic games I never even played ever. Like, I never got to play this, but I've heard amazing things about it. And it looks like I put the wrong link, because when I click that link, it takes me to a different video. So I can't even read the article. I can't even read the article. Technical difficulties on our side. Anyway, have you played Sonic Colors just to pass the time? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I played it. It came out on the Wii, and it was an amazing game. I got nothing bad to say about it.
Here you go.
I thought Sonic Colors was gonna be the future for Sega, and then Sega said, this sold well. Yeah. So
okay, I found the article. Okay, this is coming from NintendoLife.com. German production company IKS Sample has a long and storied history providing localization services across films, television, and video games. As you can see by yourself, however, one or two very interesting video game projects have appeared on their projects page. One eagle-eyed individual has spotted the remaster of none other than Sonic Colors just there on the internet. So here we go. There's a tweet over here. Let me see if I can bring up the screen. I don't know if you guys can see it that well there, but whatever. A German localization company, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it says that they're working on Sonic Colors Remastered. There's a tweet about it over here from Game Cage Hype Guy. That's a great Twitch name. I like that. So I'm excited for this, primarily because this is one of the few Sonic games I never played, and I played almost every Sonic game. I would consider myself a big Sonic fan, but also I'm not a Sonic fan because I know most of them are garbage. But this was a good one. This was a good one, and it was one exclusively for the Wii. And you know, despite you know Sega being able to release anything on multiple consoles, they're a third-party company. They have no requirements to put anything exclusively on the Wii. I like that Nintendo and Sega have maintained that kind of like a fighting game relationship, like rivals and partners relationship. That's a really cool thing, man. This takes me. I would never stop thinking about how bitter and fierce that rivalry was when I was a kid, and to still see Sega like saying, "Yeah, we're gonna put this exclusively on the Switch or on the Wii," it's still pretty awesome. I like that.
well, I mean, my issue again comes to, are people willing to re-release, remaster, by the way, not just like re-release it, remaster something, and then not charge $60, which they shouldn't.
Oh,
That's my problem.
This takes this topic left because now we're gonna get evil. Hey, yes, this game is probably gonna cost $60, and it's probably a 15-year-old game, and yeah, it kind of sucks. But it's the same thing with it's the same conversation as kind of we had before with Pac-Man 99, where these timed exclusives, if you think about it, a CD, having a physical copy is a time exclusive because you're only able to play that while the console is available. Once they update the console and maybe you sell your old console because you're just not playing it as much anymore, you lose that option. So this just leads into this thought that I hope the Nintendo Network carries all your downloadable games into the future consoles. That's
It's not only that the newer gen consoles that are being made are not as sturdy as the older ones. Where you can just pop in that sucker over and over and over, and maybe you had to blow on it, but it would blow on it, and then it would still work.
I want to say that with cartridges, you can, if you have a Super Nintendo, it probably still works. The NES is a little iffy. Not that it won't work, but it takes a long time to get it to work. With the original Nintendo, it's kind of hard the way they did it. But you can buy the top loader and it'll load a lot better. But yes, the older consoles were a lot more strongly built. The thought was that these are going to be kids using these consoles and that we have to make them strong or the kids are going to break it the first day they get it. But now that gaming is a universal thing for adults and children, they're like, freaking just make it cheap material, and if it breaks, they'll buy a new one. That's the thought process nowadays, I'm sure. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't work at any of these companies. I wish I did. I wouldn't have this beer right now. But continuing rolling forward. We got some awesome news from .emu, who we spoke about not too long ago, that they are actually the ones that are making the Ninja Turtles game, the Ninja Turtles beat 'em up. now we have news that they are making DLC for the Streets of Rage 4 game that came out. I think it was last year. Was this a pre-pandemic game or was this a pandemic game? I don't remember. Either
It could
way,
have been a pandemic.
it might have been. I don't remember too much to be honest with you. But I found it to
Damn,
be
holy crap! They got a lot of accolades. Go ahead, continue.
no, but yeah, people love the Streets of Rage. I'm happy that they're adding to it. And what I am seeing too, and I think who was it else that mentioned it? Top Hat Gaming, man. He also mentioned that, yo, I feel like we're in a renaissance of the beat 'em up genre. Beat 'em ups, if you don't know what they are, they're kind of like side-scrolling games where you just punch people in the face. Which, you know, who doesn't like that, bro? And usually they're multiplayer. There were 2D. There was an era of like 16-bit gaming where beat 'em ups. Bro, what's your favorite beat 'em up, Sin?
You're putting me in a hard Double Dragon.
Wow, Double Dragon. I mean, yeah, Double Dragon's all right. I wasn't the biggest Double Dragon fan, but those games were all right. They're like the progenitors of the whole entire genre. But
Yes.
Turtles in Time,
Yes.
Streets of Rage 2, Golden Axe, Final Fight. Yeah, all those were great games, and it looks like the genre's coming
Final
back.
Fight. Okay.
Scott Pilgrim came back a couple months ago.
I'll stick to Double Dragon.
Yeah. But I'm happy to see that Streets of Rage is getting DLC. I'm happy to see that the new Turtles game is coming out. They're adding new characters to this game. They're also adding new features as you can play in a more pixelated mode of your character, version of your character, which I like a lot. I like that more than the super sharp, realistic graphics the game already has. Not realistic, but it has super sharp sprites, which it looks really good. But I kind of wish they would have went the route of, you know, Sonic Mania and kept it pixelated, like a 32-bit version of Streets of Rage, which looks like that's what this is now. So I'm very happy that they have that. New character looks good. They said that they still got 2 more characters to announce, they said. And overall, this is a good thing. I feel like we're in a great time for beat 'em up fans. Like if you're a retro gaming fanatic or you're a young kid that is just curious about the genre, there's a lot of great places to go. Scott Pilgrim, Streets of Rage 4. When Ninja Turtles comes out, Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I think this is a good time for beat 'em up, guys. Chacho brother.
Mr. X. Mr. X.
Yeah, well, you know, back then the villains had really corny names. Like I don't think any of them. The people walking around that you punch in the face kind of had better names than the final boss. I don't know if you remember Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. You would beat up people on the street that's named like Bill and Joe, and like this guy's probably a family man. He probably has a office job, and I'm over here punching him in the face.
This guy's in here getting beat up by a swordfish.
Yes, they added swordfish as an item to the game too. So yeah, 2 more characters coming out. One of the silhouettes looks like it's Max from Streets of Rage 2. I can't put my finger on the other silhouette there. It doesn't seem like a character I'm familiar with. Maybe someone else could leave it in the comments for us. Also, leave us a review on Apple. I don't think we said that in the beginning.
Whoa,
and YouTube.
Yo,
Stop the
guys,
pod.
make sure
Stop
you
the pod.
subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. Freaking follow us on Spotify and Apple. What is the matter with you?
Hey, what are you doing? Subscribe, you Mark. But yeah, listen here, Scooter. Yeah, Streets of Rage, looking good. I'm happy to see that it's getting DLC, and I hope it gets more DLC down the road, and I hope more of these 2D beat 'em ups keep coming out. So, round of applause for that, right?
Also, when is the name change happening?
I don't even know. I've been so busy. I don't even know. I've been so busy that I don't even have time to think about it. But once things settle down, because there's a lot of changes happening in my life right now. It's going crazy. Like I went from using Head and Shoulders shampoo. I'm using Head and Shoulders shampoo one day, and I'm using what's it called, Pantene Pro V the next day. So it's crazy. I don't even know what to tell you. But on another note, you know who else has great shampoo? Travis Touchdown.
Yeah.
We got a new trailer, bro.
We got a No More Heroes 3 trailer, yo.
Did you see it? Did you get to see the trailer?
I only got to see bits and pieces of it, but I don't need to see enough. All I know is that I feel as though people are sleeping on this game. 20,000 views. What are you doing?
It's a cult game. I'm not expecting the whole world to stop when this game comes out, but it's the only other game I'm kind of excited for this year. I don't think there's anything else on any console that I'm really hyped for it to drop. This is it.
Monster Hunter.
It already dropped. I'm talking about what's coming on the
You
horizon.
still haven't played it.
Yeah, you're right. But as far as like what hasn't come out yet, this is the only game I'm mondo hyped for. And what really calmed my nerves when I saw this trailer is that the graphics look decent. The last couple trailers, the character models looked really choppy.
It looked like they were still in phase 1.
It looked like they haven't developed anything when I saw those last couple trailers. This one looks decent. This one looks like it's doing an all right job, and I like the motif of this trailer. They have it like if Sylvia is like a YouTuber and she's walking to you through the game and explaining the history of the game and also what's going to be the next game. This game looks like it's not going to be rated R. They're not how you call it. There's no blood in this game from what I'm seeing. He's fighting aliens instead of people, so I think they're toning down the violence compared to the first two games.
Maybe that's just a lie.
Maybe I wouldn't be mad because this would open it up to a wider audience. That way, anybody could play it. The last two No More Hero games were like, they were brutal. The first two, my mistake. The first two No More Hero games were brutal. So maybe they were really hoping that they were gonna get them in Smash, and this was the only way to do it to make the game a little more PG. But
that doesn't make sense though because Bayonetta made it in.
Very true. But Bayonetta is not really like rated R, is it? Is that a rated?
Yes.
Is that a rated M game?
Yes.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, she does get naked a lot, but it's not as bloody as No More Heroes is a bloodbath of a game. Like it's just a like, and the cursing and the profanity is wild. It's a really wild game. So he might go above and beyond what Bayonetta does in her games. Because
he's over here using the toilet. What's happening?
Yeah, he saves the game by using the toilet. So yeah, I'm hyped for this game. This trailer really calmed my nerves, bro, because the last two trailers were looking bad, like really bad. So I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this, and I think we actually are gonna have ourselves a decently built No More Heroes game, because the last two games, the budget was so low, and you can tell that they just didn't have enough money to pour into it to probably make the game feel fun. If you played the first two No More Hero games, you probably played it just off of either the cult status that it had or the...
They even make fun of it. They're actually making fun of themselves.
They do. They make fun of it. You either played it for the cult status or you played it for the sheer artistry of it, because Suda51 is a masterful artist. I love everything he makes. Yes, even the bad stuff, even like Shadows of the Damned and not Left 4 Dead, but Let It Die. There's just so much bad in there. It's just I don't know. It's pretty bad. But this looks good. This looks good, and I'm hoping that this finally puts No More Heroes into gamers' minds more. Or puts Travis Touchdown, because it's a cult game. It's not really for everybody.
I mean, Shinobu Jacobs might with her freaking outfit.
I mean, she was in the last two games too. I think she looks better in the last couple games too. So
how about
Bad Girl?
Yeah.
I don't like her voice actress. I think Bad Girl's voice actress, even though it's the same one from part one, she sounds worse. I think they messed her up, to be honest. Or that voice actress.
So play a technical difficulty skid. I need to look at this video again.
Play a technical difficulty skid. What does that even mean? I don't even know how to do that.
Ding 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 ding
I don't know.
Ding.
I don't even know how to do that. Either way, yeah, watch the trailer. You can watch the trailer even when we talk about the other topics. I don't know. Oh, damn, I'm not keeping timestamps, bro. We're forgetting. You see? Guys, you got a podcast. Get somebody else to keep timestamps. We got to pay a little kid to do it, bro, or something. All I know, we're at like close to the 39-minute mark right now. We probably started this topic in the 37, 35, maybe. I don't know. Either way, this looks good. Travis is fighting aliens. They're no longer assassins that he's fighting. He's fighting aliens that have sort of watched American superhero movies and started their own Avengers. But they're like douchebag Avengers. They're like evil Avengers because they think they're, I don't know. They're mean superheroes, so he has to kill them all. And
Yeah, and
Sylvia,
that freaking quote unquote laser sword.
yeah, the beam katana, is still here. In fact, that's his trademark weapon, so that ain't going nowhere. But Sylvia's here and looks very, very different facially. I feel like they gave them more realistic looking features, where in the first two
Yes.
games they looked more anime like. Like they had like the triangle eyes and the pointy noses. In this is definitely Sylvia looks like a human freaking being over here. So it's interesting. I could definitely see the Unreal Engine in effect on Sylvia's character model. I could recognize the Unreal Engine just by looking at it. But either way, and from the music I've heard in this trailer too, I really like. I googled the music as soon as I finished the trailer and tried to see if I could put it in my stream, and I couldn't find the one I liked. Either way, great job. Happy for Suda. We gotta wait till August for this, but I can wait. But
Wait, August?
yeah, we gotta wait till August 27th. So pretty much September almost, the fall.
Oh my
But that's
God,
okay.
that's a long
Hopefully
time.
they make the game better by giving it, a long release window. I mean, the further away the game, maybe the better, the more they could do for it. Miyamoto once said that a rushed game is never good, but a delayed game will eventually get good. So maybe the game will get good if it's not as good as it should be. I'm here and there with it. It can go either way. Next topic, baby.
What is this topic?
This is interesting. I didn't see the video. Well, I poked around the video, but this is interesting to me because I always have heard about this here Castlevania game for Dreamcast that got canceled. It was gonna be the first Castlevania game to let you play with a female protagonist. I think it's Sonia Belmont, who supposedly is the first Belmont. She was the one that gave birth to everybody, Trevor, Simon. Well, not everybody, but she was the progenitor of the first vampire hunter in the Belmont clan. And there is a 3D game in development for the Dreamcast from Castlevania. I got the music on. And someone actually found the freaking disc of a build of the game. Let me read the what is the Nintendo Life story here. He says, and I quote, "There have been a lot of promising games canceled over the years. Fortunately, more of them seem to be returning from the dead. Already this year, GoldenEye 007 for Xbox Live Arcade and Dinosaur Planet have leaked online. And now to add to this, a pre-E3 demo of Castlevania Resurrection has surfaced. The title was originally announced by Konami in 1999 and was intended for the Sega Dreamcast. I almost said Nintendo Dreamcast like a crazy person. Until it was delayed and then eventually canceled in 2000. It's believed the Dreamcast's struggles and the PlayStation 2 success were the contributing factors. Before it was canceled, it was shown to the press, and now somehow, out of nowhere, a video game being played has been uploaded to YouTube titled Castlevania Resurrection Exists. It appears to be an early build of the game, predating 1999, and allows the developers to transport the character in many different areas. Shout out to areas. There's a lot of those in this world, aren't they? The title apparently tends to focus on Sonia Belmont, blah, blah, blah. This is just giving you the spice and rum of the story. But yeah, I mean, I think that eventually almost every game that was canceled is going to eventually end up on the internet, and we're going to play everything, even at a horrible shape that it's in, the builds of all that stuff. But this is definitely a win for...
Yeah, because we don't care. We just want to try it out.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is I feel like this whole episode has a theme of gaming historians or gaming collectors type of vibe to it, because we're talking about all these stories about games disappearing or games reappearing. This is like the theme for the episode. Like, hey, here I am. Oh, no, I'm not there. I'm over here. So shout out to the guy who found this. He probably had it the whole time and sold it on to somebody for a lot of money or something. I don't know.
And then they thought, I'll just sell it. And then they didn't realize who they were selling.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Karate Kid. Yeah. But how you call it?
Karate Kid was an okay movie.
We gotta start talking about Karate Kid more. We haven't talked about that in a while.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that movie.
Castlevania, man. I wonder if we're ever gonna get signed for the Switch. That's what I'm waiting for, to be honest with you. That's what I'm really waiting for. Next up, though, some funny, some funny news. This is
I'm
not
watching.
even like
I'm watching it right now. By the way,
this is not even like anything substantial or meat and potatoes of the podcast. But I thought we'll throw this in here for shits and giggles. Someone recreated the Pokemon intro using stock footage from the internet. So footage that you can pay for to put in your commercials or movies if you ever wanted to. And I think it's the funniest thing ever. The Mewtwo, the cat rolling by. It's like a little kid.
yo, I swear to God,
you see
yo,
the
I
ash?
can't with it. Why is there a rock?
All right, I'm going to full screen it on our videos just in case people want to see the entire thing here.
Yeah, do it, so I can watch.
But, well, you can't watch it because I'm over here recording in OBS.
No,
And you can't see my OBS.
I'll watch it with you. Don't worry, I'm watching.
Either way, this is like, they took a baseball stadium for the Pokemon. Yo, the Bulbasaur is a cockroach flipped over. Oh my God. Yo, they really pulled this off though. The little kid running with a flaming freaking just watch it. It's funny as hell. I can't even describe it. It's moving so fast. But
Gotta catch 'em all.
Gotta catch 'em all. You know it's
They're
my
fucking.
destiny.
It's a rock. There's a rock.
For Onyx, it was a rock. It was just a regular rock. And for Gary holding a Pokeball, it was a chick holding an apple. That's crazy. And then a dragon blowing fire. Oh, man.
What's happening? Why is he holding a baby?
A man holding a baby was Ash holding Bulbasaur. No, what's his name? Squirtle. Pokemon. Anyway, funny little video. Go watch it. The link will be in the description.
Whoever made that was extremely bored, but that was so good.
And what else are you gonna do nowadays, right? Nintendo's gonna see that and make that the actual intro for the next Pokemon game. That's what they gotta do. That's what they gotta do. Moving forward, huh?
Did you hear that Nintendo's gonna be at E3?
I did. So I'm a little bit confused about this because I don't really know what it exactly means. So for those that don't know, E3 is coming back this year, but it's going to be all digital. I mean, it's all going to be streamed or whatever. Free to watch. It's probably going to be on Twitch, YouTube, or whatever. And they showed the partners on the list for who's going to be there. They showed Capcom. You know, they showed the regular suspects or whatever. But then it's a Nintendo on the list. Now, I don't know if people know history, but history says that Nintendo was the first of the big three companies to not do E3 anymore. They just wanted to do their online Nintendo E3 Directs, which I don't know if they ever really called them E3 Directs or just called them the June Direct. I don't know if there was a direct association to E3 in that. But
they just called them Nintendo Directs.
They just called them Nintendo Directs for June or whatever, right? There was no tie to E3.
Yeah.
But it looks like this time Nintendo is going to be associated with the actual E3s, you know. And before I move forward, let me clear this up. They did have booths at E3 if you physically went there. They just didn't have a presentation at E3 like they used to, you know, prior to, what is that, 2013 or 11 maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah, they cut off early.
They cut off early. They cut off really early. Sony followed. Microsoft was still there. Last year we didn't have an E3 because of the pandemic, but now it's back in a virtual form, and Nintendo seems to be a part of it. And I'm curious to see to what extent they are part of it. Like if you have to watch the E3 stream to watch the Nintendo Direct, or if you can just watch it from Nintendo's Twitch channel by itself and not have to watch the rest of E3 there. I don't know really what's the point of it, but let me read what's in this article from Game Rant. It says Nintendo could have a huge E3 event for 2021. If Nintendo has plans on hosting on E3, did they write if? There's a chance it could be an especially big event for fans. Nintendo has long been a mainstay at E3, though recent years has seen it abandon its live conferences in favor of special E3 direct presentations. E3 2020 was canceled due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. They always put ongoing. They just want you to know, yo, this is still moving, bro.
It's still going. Yeah, we know. We're still stuck at home, goddamn.
Hey, but E3 is making a comeback this year as a digital event. Nintendo hasn't confirmed its involvement with E3 2021 at the time of this writing, But one has to imagine that would either be part of the show or at least a Nintendo Direct around the same time. If Nintendo does have an appearance at E3 2021, could it potentially be one of the biggest shows to date? The latest Nintendo Direct presentation saw Nintendo keep a lot of its cards close to the chest, but it could potentially reveal all its big plans for 2021 and beyond at E3. Thanks to the leaks, rumors, and past announcements by Nintendo, fans can formulate a decent idea of what they may be able to expect from Nintendo at E3 2021. So, Sin, what do you think? Are they going to be part of the E3 stream, or are they just going to have a direct that plays around the same time the E3 is going on? Ding, ding, ding,
I think
ding.
they're probably gonna have it play right along with it. If they're smart, they'll have their presence at E3, to be quite frank, and then they'll just have like a Nintendo Direct on the side.
So, but it's a virtual event. So, what would that entail? Like, what would that mean? Because,
So I think what it would mean is that at the E3, they would have, at least for press, they would have playable games, maybe some limited tickets to people that want to go there in capacity, and then just like the rest will be on a Nintendo Direct. That's my opinion.
but I mean, there's no tickets to sell. It's a free online virtual event. So that's why I'm thinking like maybe Nintendo's not gonna stream the event themselves from their own Twitch account or YouTube account. Maybe it'll just be part of whatever E3 video or digital event they're doing. That's what I'm curious about. Because if Nintendo is just doing a direct around June, then that means that they're not really part of E3. They're just announcing games around the same time that E3 is going on. So they're just kind of still doing their own thing. The weird thing is that the E3 put out a poster and it said these companies will be presented at E3. And it said Capcom, you know, the usual suspects, and Nintendo. Sony, Microsoft, blah, 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 Nintendo. Excuse me. So that leads me to believe that maybe Nintendo will be part of their stream. And maybe they'll also stream it themselves on their channel, but maybe you could see it on both channels. The second question I have for you, Sin. The second question. What happened? You got some thoughts on that? What do you think? What are you thinking?
No. I'm just thinking about it. Continue.
But my second question is, you know, why not? Let's just start hyping it up now, bro. What do you think we're gonna see at E3 this year?
Okay, so
we're going there. We're going there. We're going there, baby. Let's go.
We need to see some Bayonetta 3.
Oh,
We need, because it's already been too long. We need to see some Metro Prime 4. We need to see some Breath of the Wild 2 release date.
a trailer for that too.
Get back here. We need to see some Pokemon, both games. The remakes, Diamond and Pearl remakes. We need to see more gameplay. And we need to see Pokemon Legend of Arceus gameplay. That's what I see so far.
Those are big games. That's like a perfect E3 if they show all that off. You said Zelda, you said Metroid, Pokemon. Those three games alone will blow the roof off of E3.
Yes.
I'm kind of in lesbians with you. I kind of agree everything you said. Breath of the Wild 2 needs a new trailer. I was really thinking that in January's Direct we were gonna see that. That didn't happen. Metroid Prime 4. I hope they have something to show, bro. It's been what, 4 years?
But okay, so technically it's been a year and a half because they had to re-infrastructure because of what happened with COVID.
I mean, from the announcement of the game, though, like the game first got announced 4 years ago. They might have started over, but we've been waiting for 4 years. That's what I'm.
Yeah, so like in other words, for us, there's no excuses.
Yeah, like they should show something, bro. Show something of that game. Yeah, Pokemon. I don't. From what they showed of Pokemon Legends, Creo. I don't know what it's called. Arceus. That game looked very rough in the first trailer they showed. I'm wondering if they might have shown it a little too early, even though I'm happy they showed it because you know, like I said, that's an open world Pokemon game. That's something people have been asking for years. Yes, they didn't go the whole way and make every region able to travel to every region, but maybe they did. I don't know. We haven't seen a full game yet, but I don't know if that game is ready for another presentation because it looked very when you see the Pokemon in the distance, when the character is walking, you see they have like a lower frame rate than the actual game itself. They look like they at a distance had a lower frame rate. So that alone tells me that game is probably very far away. That game is probably really far. Also, Pokemon is not normally. I don't know what it is with Pokemon. Pokemon kind of does its own thing from all the Nintendo series. Maybe because the Pokemon company is included or more involved with the reveals of their games. Pokemon is a Nintendo property, but the Pokemon company is its own company too. That I'm assuming has a lot of say in the decision making for their games. They don't usually show at E3. Usually Pokemon will have a direct to itself, and it'll be like the Pokemon Direct. Like when Legends first got announced and Diamond and Pearl remake.
Right.
What I think Nintendo needs to do for this E3 is show stuff that is coming out this year mainly. Not for nothing, bro. Like if I ask you what's coming out for Switch around Christmas time or the fall, what do you gonna tell me? What do you say? There's nothing. It's like this is like the freaking Wii days around like 2010 when like nothing was coming out for the Wii.
They can definitely do a Pikmin game, which they haven't done a Pikmin game for Switch, only the remaster.
I'm just saying there's nothing that's been announced though. We don't know nothing about the end of the year. We don't know nothing about the end of the year for Switch.
Yeah, we don't know.
The bright side is if we're looking at this from a war standpoint, Sony and Microsoft also have nothing to show for the rest of the year.
They launched PS5 and freaking X, just going, here guys, buy it. Why? There's no games. Just buy it.
I mean, Nintendo's guilty of that too sometimes. The 3DS came out with almost nothing on it too. I think there was only like Street Fighter 3D and like Blue Ocean were like the only 3DS games at launch, and also the Pilot Wings game. But yeah, like this whole year for me in gaming, I feel like is a dub, bro. Like it's like I hope E3 saves it, especially now that it's digital too. I mean, I'm hoping that everything they saved from last year, they saved it for this year at the end of the year. But I think a lot of it would have been announced already.
No, I think what they're doing is a wait for E3, and if at E3 they don't announce anything substantial, then I'll start to worry.
Yeah, that's gonna be scary if we don't see Zelda over there and we don't see another large Nintendo property. Oh my god! Then what is this year in gaming, bro? What is this year?
The only solace I have is maybe they're working on the Switch Pro.
I'm sure they are. But damn, for the rest of the year, you better hope Monster Hunter entertains you for like 12 months, my friend, because there is nothing on the horizon right now. If
E3 man, this game could probably only keep me up for like 2 more months, and then I'm done.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm sure the stable crowd is gonna love it forever, but. Dude, this is a scary year in gaming for me, particularly because there is not anything I want to buy besides No More Heroes 3, and I'm going to finish that game in a week, and I'm going to be done with it. I'm just going to be talking about it on the internet for the rest of my life, but I'm only going to play it for a week. And then play it again maybe in 10 years. It's a scary
and
year.
I look back and I go, man, that was such a good game. I missed the desert.
Where's No More Heroes 4? Yeah, that's what I'm going to be saying for the rest of my life.
What happened?
But it is a scary year in gaming, and it probably is because of the pandemic, and that can only mean that things are probably adjusting. People are probably accustoming themselves to the new lifestyle or work style, probably developing games from home. I imagine if I worked at a video game company and I was working from home, I got the lazy boy couch chair with the legs go up, and I got the keyboard on my lap. And I'm just making games with the keyboard on my lap over here.
And then the thing that pisses me off about it is that they got no excuse. There's so many franchises that they could just be going, you know what, guys? We have limited access to each other. Why don't we just make F-Zero or something that doesn't take that much work? It's just, dude.
I can't speak from experience, so I don't know, but the I think whatever is coming out this year would have had to have been in development prior to the pandemic. So
yes,
I would imagine, when the pandemic started happening, they're not having meetings and saying, "Yo, let's just drop F-Zero real quick." I also don't think that they're going to the well and digging out an old Nintendo franchise to make a new game for. They're going to the.
Wasn't there? But there is a lot of new old games that they can put in there.
There's a million. There's a ton. There's an iceberg full of games. Nintendo could do the Avatar and take Aang out of the iceberg, and and he can save the world. But they're not gonna.
Subnautica is gonna come out for the Nintendo Switch May 14th. I didn't know that. Okay.
What is that? What's Subnautica?
I remember people freaking fawning on it over it. That's all I know.
Oh, I don't know about that game.
Oh, Ninja Gaiden, the Master Collection, is coming out in June. That's a good prospect.
I like Ninja Gaiden, but that's a week. That's a week to beat those games. Maybe a couple days, then you're done. There's nothing with legs, and it's not new games. It's just remasters, and it's gonna be on every console too. So it's not even like a Switch exclusive. Not to knock it down, I like Ninja Gaiden a lot. The first Ninja Gaiden is my baby. It's the only reason I bought the original giant Xbox.
Monster Hunter Stories 2, which is a good game, but again, these are all games that are not gonna hold you like through the year.
It ain't gonna hold you for a year. None of this stuff looks promising. So, like I said, 2021 is one of the scariest years in gaming. I don't really remember a year where I'm not hyped for something. Like every year, last year I was super hyped for Final Fantasy VII Remake, Resident Evil 3, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which was the biggest disappointment for me last year. There was so much coming out last year during the pandemic.
I enjoyed the hell out of the game. I'm just mad that
they butchered it.
Huh?
They butchered it. They butchered the game.
They butchered the online connectivity.
They butchered it. They butchered the multiplayer of it. Not even couch co-op. You can't even do couch co-op with it.
Whatever.
But yeah, last year for me was still a good year in gaming despite the pandemic.
Yes.
Or maybe because of the pandemic. I got to stay home and I got to spend a lot of time playing video games because there was nothing else to do. So that was good. But this year it's looking scary, man. It's a scary year. But you got anything else to add to that, homie?
Nah, man. Everything else I'm seeing is next year.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm concerned for this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, what the heck is this last topic you added in there? What is that?
I didn't add that. You did. You put extra best bull-ish.
Extra big best duo. Yes.
Trying to throw me under the bus over here. What do we look like? Come on.
All right, so I wanted to add this last little extra bit because again, we're in the process of name changing, and also I'm seeing a little bit of a dip of you guys just bouncing off. I don't understand why. Maybe it's about to get eyebrows, but please like and subscribe on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Marv here is putting a lot of work into all of that. So if you want us to do more content, if you want to be a guest here, hit us up on our separate social medias. But I think that'll be the end of the show right now.
Oh, yeah? You think so?
I think so.
You think so? Who are you, my boy?
I think so.
Who are
Ladies
you?
and gentlemen, I am your boy, Sinfanta. From twitch.tv/Sinfanta. And we got here
Gnarly Marv, the Brave Wolf. You already know the deal.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful weekend. We will see you on the next episode. And as always,
mission completo.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, We await your return, brave boys.
To the next phase and to the